I don't want to take any time from our key speakers today. We're going to learn a lot, guys. You're going to hear from, you're going to hear from million-dollar earners. You're going to hear from people that are just banging it up in the business, and you're going to learn a lot if you really lean in and take notes and really engage. Okay. Our featured speaker today is Rob Davis. You probably know Rob Davis. Him and his wife, they live in Columbus, South Carolina, right south of us here in North Carolina. He is an AALC member, million-dollar earner, Wall of Fame inductee. He's now let me. This is one of the things that catches my attention about Rob. Okay, his first 2 years in the business, he'll tell you he recruited a whopping 2 people. But now, if you look at him now and his organization, okay, I looked up his numbers this morning, Rob. I hope it's okay. Through first generation, they've recruited 459 people. That's 10 people per week coming into his organization. That's significant. Now he's not a guy that did it in the past. He's doing it right now. His base shop so far year to date, 96. That's 2 per week if you do the math on that. And you know what? Personally, he's actually contributed to that. He's a person that's recruiting a person, at least one person or more per month. So if I'm listening to Rob, what do you think I'm listening for? How do you use CRM to do what you do in terms of your strengths as it relates to recruiting? And by the way, guys, over $1 million in life premiums so far this year. That's 1,472 cases. Should we be leaning in and listening? I think so. Rob, take it away, sir.
Appreciate you, Charles. Hey, Charles, I didn't know you were in Raleigh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm in Raleigh.
I just moved to Charlotte. January will make 2 years. We moved to Charlotte. We're right uptown in Charlotte. Okay. And my office is still in Columbia. Okay. That's why, you see Columbia there. But thanks for that. I appreciate it. And yes, I got off to one of the slowest starts ever on the planet of the history of the world. And I do want to say this for those of you who all are listening. One of the reasons why I got off to a slow start, Charles, was because, I was always taught the key to success. If you wanted to make money, Jack, if you wanted to be successful in life, Aaron, you're supposed to go to school. You're supposed to get a good education. You're supposed to get a good job. How many of y'all remember, right? But that last part didn't quite make it, did it? That job part. And so I grew up in the projects, you all in the Bronx. So when they told me go to school, that's right, Jack, right. I'm a Yankee guy. So I didn't see anybody make big money, Charles. Never saw anybody make really big money. So when they sold me the dream on going to college, I did that. I went to South Carolina State College in Orangeburg. Believe it or not, my prerequisite for financial services, my major was music. Did y'all know that? Yes, I was a music major. My undergrad, Don, was in music education. And then my piano teacher sold me the dream that if you really want to make big money, you got to get a master's degree. I said, man, I'm broke. I need to go to work. My family's telling me, man, I'm going to make all this money if I get a job. Now I got this degree. He sold it, right? So I fill out this fellowship to teach a class to get a full ride at Raffin University, which is about 10 minutes from Virginia Tech. So I got a master's in piano pedagogy in 2 years. And so, Jack, 4 years at South Carolina State, 2 years, Bo, at Radford University. I get my first teaching job. Anybody want to take a guess how much they paid me? Just take a guess. Anybody. Go ahead.
$10,000.
$20,000 my first year.
Wow.
20,000. Y'all know I was so broke. If somebody robbed me, they'd just be practicing, right? So it is. But Jack, listen, I said, you know what? Maybe they got it wrong. They didn't know I'm Esther Davis and Henry Davis' son. They got the salary wrong. I'm going to do this great job teaching. And that next year, they're going to give me this big raise. Man, I got an $800 raise. I said, okay, they lied. And so my second year is when I found Primerica. And the reason I tell that story is because when I went to the meeting, they said that you can make 500 to 1,000 part-time, or if you complete this program, you can become an RVP, make 100,000 in 2 or 3 years. And I'm saying, ain't no way you can make no 100,000. I already got a bachelor's and a master's. I've already been working 2 years. I'm making $20,000 a year. There's no way. So my belief level coming into Primerica was so low. I didn't do a lot of work. I missed meetings. I didn't perform because I wasn't going to waste time in my mind, because you'll never outperform your belief level. So one of the challenges that most of you all on this call are listening to, you are doing the same thing. You allow your past to dictate your future. Just because you haven't done something before, you don't go with it with zeal. So you have this doubt, this fear, this anxiety, and that's what stops you. That's what stopped me. And until people started making big money, it took me 2 years after that to become an RVP, then start making 100, 200, and now $1 million earner. So I say that to say, guard your belief level. Stop these limiting beliefs and watch and see how your business can grow. And so I wanted to do something different. I hope you don't mind, but I wanted to spotlight one of my regional leaders. Check these numbers out, you all. This young lady, in 100%, y'all listen to me, 100% CRM. Y'all ain't excited. Y'all ain't excited. Do y'all understand the letters that are coming out of my mouth? CRM. 100% CRM. Check out these numbers she did, Don. She wrote 14,000 and change in personal premium, all from CRM. She made $7,200 cash, all from CRM. She had some adversity, some tragic things that happened in her family, but she still was able to do that because of the system that she's running with getting referrals, getting clients. So I just wanted her to kind of share her story, share what she did. How did she do it? If y'all don't mind, please give it up for one of my future regional vice presidents. She's a regional leader, y'all. Wrote 14,000 in person. Is that, y'all ain't excited about that?
That's
Renee,
exciting.
So Renee, welcome to the call. I hope you're excited. I know she said she's so nervous. So y'all give us some hand claps to make her feel good.
Thank you, Rob. Yes, I am nervous. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. So excited, eating up. I said, I got to do this again.
Yes.
Being on calls, the CRM calls at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, and then hearing you teach about CRM. I mean, it's like, what's the worst that can happen if I sit down and try it? I mean, the system is already put in place for us to do it. Just go for it. Pretty much like you said, your belief level. I believe that I could write $20,000 in production and get $10,000. And if I do that for a year as a regional leader, that would pay me over $100,000 a year just following the system, the CRM system. So, I mean, that's my focus right about now, is to make sure, I get that done. Yes, last month I had my mother-in-law to pass away. I had to be there for my husband. But then one of the things my husband said, my mom is gone, yes, but we still got to work. So we kept going because we had a goal we had to meet. So I want to let everybody know, listen, yes, adversity will hit, but if it's something that you don't have control over, you still got to focus on what you got to do, and you got to continue to work. And that's it. My why is my family. I got family. My mom, she decided she's 80 years old. She want to go out there and work. I'm like, okay, no, she don't need to go back out there and work. If I can make money and replace the little change that she's out there working for, why not make a decision and do it? So it's all about making a decision and going out there, doing what you have to do in order to win for you and your family.
Wow. So let me ask you this, Renee. How many clients would you say per week do you talk to? And how many names and numbers do they kind of give you on week on average, if you had to just give us some numbers?
Talking to about, I'll say about 15 clients.
So the 15, so you talked about 15 clients a week. And how many referrals, how much business do you get from that? Let's take the referrals. How many names do they give you so that you can try to get more business?
About 3.
So each person, so y'all listen to these numbers. So she's getting 15 clients to give her about 3 referrals. So that's about 45 people, and about how many appointments do you run out of the 40 to 40? No, how many do you actually contact out of the 45 throughout the week? How many do you actually speak with?
Probably about, I'll say about 20 to 25.
20 to 25. And based on the math, you're writing almost half of those in insurance.
Correct.
That's exciting. That's exciting. And then you getting more business from your clients, and you also up there. How did your clients feel before we close out? How does your clients feel about you contacting them? Because I'm gonna be honest, everybody, before CRM, we did not contact our clients unless they missed the payment. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. But Aaron, honestly, we didn't really have a system, a mechanism to contact the clients the way we do now with the campaigns and just calling them for the annual reviews and wishing them happy birthday. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, Renee. I hope that helped teammates that's on the call. That's an inspiring story. Like I said, she wrote 14,000. The most she's written this year outside of that may have been 3,000, maybe 4,000, but to write 14 in 1 month by focusing on those clients, I just thought that was a big deal. And it was due some time on the call so other people could be inspired. So Charles, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
That's incredible, incredible story. And Renee, I think I speak for everyone on the call and everyone watching this. Our condolences to your family. And man, I tell you, it's amazing when you work through obstacles and you succeed. It stays with you. You know, you're going to build a habit that's going to serve you for the rest of your life. And awesome. And that yielded some serious results. So guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the corner now, and we're going to get down into the nitty gritty as it relates to the actual CRM system itself. And we're going to get a demonstration from our good friend out of Tennessee. He's in Bethpage, Tennessee. He's a $300,000 earner, guys. And we call him around CRM world the king of the dad joke. You know, so Aaron Holderman, would you take it away, sir?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on the call again. It always surprises me that you call me back after I do a talk. I always, I'm telling you, you cannot botch these things enough times. They keep calling you back. So thank you guys for that. I love it. And it's really great to spend some time. We've developed an awesome 5-step system for maximizing CRM. And I'll show you guys how to get access to all those features. But before we even get into it, I want you guys to know, I just had an unbelievable weekend with my daughter. We went to JH Ranch. If you guys don't know what JH Ranch is, you need to do some Googling like immediately, okay? It is thebomb.com. My daughters and my relationship have never been better than it is right now. She's 14 years old. And I want you guys to know, we were walking around one day. It was a little chilly. And we were just having a great conversation. And I was like, where do you want to hang out? And she's like, let's go hang out in those trees. And I was like, no, you can't. We can't hang out. You can't trust the trees. The trees are not trustworthy. And she was like, what do you mean, Dad? And I said, they just seem a little shady to me. And she did exactly what you guys just did. She rolled her eyes. And I was like, listen, honey, I'm sorry. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your dad. You're stuck with it. So that's exactly the weekend that I had. I really encourage you guys to get to JH, man. Anybody who's been there knows it's absolutely amazing. So let's talk about CRM and how to maximize this. Guys, I don't think there's ever been a time in business that is easier than where we are right now. And at the exact same time, I don't think there's been a time in a while where life insurance is harder than it is right now. And you guys know there's this whole resurgence in infinite banking going on right now, right? Like the insurance world is cyclical over the course of like 6 to 8 years, where like term insurance will punch the faces of the whole life guys, and then the whole life guys come up with their new thing, and oh my God, be an infinite banker. And I think now is the best time. It's absolutely critical right now to stay in touch with your clients, because I have had 2 different clients call me in the last 7 days and say, Aaron, have you heard about this thing? Right? And have to go back and re-educate them. I don't know about you guys, right? But I think you're kind of like me. I love my clients. I care about my clients. I don't want to lose one client. We cannot grow weary in doing good when it comes to that stuff, right? So CRM is an integral part of strengthening the relationship that we have with our clients and making sure that nobody gets lost, nobody gets led down the road. So here's the very first thing you need to do, okay? If you're new to CRM, or even if you've been using CRM for a long time, the very first thing you need to do before we even get into our 5 steps is you need to log into the Primerica app on your phone, and you need to upload your contacts and synchronize your data, okay? CRM works best when you work it. Like, it's an all-in kind of a thing, okay? You can't be like logging in one time and then it's good, it's all set, right? Good to go, I don't have to worry about it again. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get all in. So you need to open up the Primerica app on your phone. I'm gonna give you guys verbal. This is very easy. It's only 2 clicks, right? I didn't make a slide for it because it's very easy to do. Log into the Primerica app on your phone. And then in the top left-hand corner, you're gonna click on those 3 little lines. That's called a drawer, which I couldn't pronounce that word properly until I was like 15 years old. I was like, drawer. It's the weirdest word. So you click on the 3 little line thing, and then you scroll down just a tiny bit, and you click on Contact Manager. Okay, Contact Manager on the app on your phone. As soon as that loads up, you click on the 3 little dots in the top right-hand corner. That's called an ellipsis, if you didn't know, okay? And then once you clicked on the ellipsis, you just click on Import Contacts. Okay, 3 little touches on your phone, and you're good to go, and your contacts are importing, okay? Once that's rocking and rolling, depending on how many contacts you have, this takes a little while, okay? So just put your phone down and let that thing do its magic while we work on the other things that we need to do to get CRM rocking and rolling, right? So number 1, the very first thing you need to do if you really want to maximize CRM, if you want to maximize the tools and the resources the company's put together, is you need to have an automated scheduling link, okay? There's a number of different ways that you can do this. You can use Acuity. Okay, that's the one that my wife and I use for our business. I think it's absolutely a wonderful, wonderful tool. You can get the job done with Calendly. Okay, whatever you do, this is exactly what our scheduling page looks like right here so that you can have a little template for yourself. Okay, I still like to do in-home visits. I think zoomisthebomb.com, but I also like meeting people face-to-face. Okay, so the very first thing that I do with my link is I let people choose in-home visit, in-office visit, or virtual meeting. And once they click it, there's just 3 choices. Is this the first time I'm meeting you? Is this the second time I'm meeting you? Or you just want to get together and hang out with me because I got good dad jokes, okay? So all of those options are right there, regardless of what you pick. And that is how we set up our automating scheduling link. It's very simple to do, okay? So take the time, do a little bit of homework for yourself, okay? Maybe talk to your RVP, talk to your upline, figure out which one of these is working in your system so you guys can all be on the same page. And get a scheduling page link so that you can use that in your business. This is profound because you want to make it very easy for your clients to get your time. You want to make it very easy for them, okay? You want to make it just a couple of clicks and bada bing, bada boom, and they've got you on there. They've got your time, okay? The easier you make it, the much better it's going to be to develop that relationship. The less likely you are to have to chase people, the more referrals you're going to get on and on. All the good things that we all want in business come from making it easy for our clients to get in touch with us, okay? So once you have your scheduling link all set and good to go, the very next thing that you need to do, some of y'all are thinking, wait, I thought this was about CRM. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there, but we want to make sure that all the resources are in place to get the most out of it once we get in, right? And I'm telling you, you don't want to have to go back to go forward. So get your scheduling page link and then get in there and log into the Primerica email system and get your signature good to go. So look, it's just a couple of clicks. You get into the email system, you click on this preferences button. Some of y'all didn't even know there's a preferences button up there, okay? All your T's and S's know it's there, but all your A's are like, wait, we have Primerica email? I didn't know about that. So you log into the email system, okay? You click on preferences and you click on signatures, okay? It's gonna put whatever you put in this little box, it sticks it on the bottom of every single email that you send or that CRM sends on your behalf, okay? So take a couple of minutes and make sure that this is good to go. Make sure that you have your link in particular in your signature so that every time CRM pops out an email for you, every single time you're communicating with your clients electronically, they have the ability to say, oh, that's interesting. I would like to talk. Click, 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 done. They're on your books. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. I think probably at this point in my business, at least 1 out of every 4 appointments that I schedule, I don't schedule. The client schedules them for me because they want to get together, right? This is CRM automating all the boring stuff in our business that we don't want to do and doing an unbelievably good job doing it. Does that make sense to you guys, right? So once we have, that's step number 2, get your email signature locked and loaded and good to go. And then once that's finally done, then we get into CRM for the very first time, okay? So it's very easy to get to. You log into the Primerica homepage and you click on this little teeny little blue link at the top called CRM. Okay. Now, as soon as you click that, 2 web pages are going to load. Okay. The first one looks like this. Now, if you have your pop-up blocker enabled and activated, this is all you're going to see. You're not going to see anything else. This is actually the legacy CRM, which is good in and of itself, right? But it's not the one you're looking for. If your pop-up blocker is enabled, you got to click on this little blue button that says go now. Otherwise, an entire second page is going to load. That's the CRM that you're looking for, okay? And the first place you want to go is right down here to the little brain center over here in the corner, right? This thing pops up and you want to click on landing page, okay? As soon as you click on landing page, you have the ability to create custom web pages for your business. Now, listen, just as a quick update for anybody on the call, we live now in the 21st century. And like it or not, people talk to each other on the internet. They look you up online. They Google search you. They do that kind of stuff, right? And if you're like, I don't have a web page, what does that say about you and your organization in the 21st century? Right? You got to ask yourself, what is my resume look like, right? And look, thank God I haven't had to worry about a resume in over 15 years. I hated writing resumes. My guy, every time I wrote one, I needed to like take a shower and pull my hair out. It was the worst experience ever. And I'm never going to have to write a resume my whole life. But listen, there's one out there. And it is your online footprint, right? So you want to control that. You don't want that to be other people that put stuff up or whatever else, okay? So control your landing pages. Log in, and the company will actually allow you to create 2 of them, all done inside the CRM system, okay? Which lets you create a client-focused one and an opportunity-focused one, right, y'all? So we want to be able to focus on, hey, I can help you with your money and your finances. This is what it looks like. And by the way, I can help you make more money. This is what it looks like, right? Both of those are unbelievable. And I will never lose sight of the fact that the number one thing that PFS does, that no other financial services company does, is help people make more money the right way. That is profound, okay? No other company does that. It's absolutely incredible to me. So you want to set up these 2 landing pages. By the way, they are very sexy, okay? I'll show you guys a real quick preview of what they look like. And this is my this is one of my landing pages right here, okay? They put a cool little picture of you up there, right? If you're an ugly guy like me, you need a good-looking wife like me, okay? If you're a good-looking guy, then I don't got any advice for you because I've never had that situation, okay? I always win the ugly award at every party. Now, they've got all these cool videos that you can select from. There's like 3 or 4 of them that you can pick, okay? They're awesome. And once again, boom, there's the button for them to schedule time with you, okay? Making it easy for people. If they like the video, they click, 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 and now they've got time with you, okay? Very easy to do. This is not, guys, this does not give you an edge in the marketplace. I want you to understand that. This is expected in the marketplace. This is just the norm, right? This isn't like, oh my God, this is going to give you an edge that makes you better than it doesn't. This is just baseline stuff nowadays, okay? If you don't have a system like this, you are behind the curve already, right? So we need to get this stuff locked and loaded if we haven't already. Now, once we've got our landing pages good to go, then we get to start having some fun. Hopefully by the time all that's set up, your phone is done synchronizing your contacts with the CRM system. And we want to start cleaning up that data, number one. And we want to start organizing that data, okay? So there's a couple of tools that you need to be aware of inside the CRM system. Again, we aren't even going outside the CRM system anymore here today, okay? So the first one is contacts, okay? Now, I'm not going to click on this because then it's going to show all sorts of personal information and legal's going to have a field day and all that kind of stuff. But basically, when you click on that, it just gives you a list of every single person that's in there. And you're going to find some duplicates. You're going to find some maybe slightly different ones that need to be merged, okay? And it's all one button, okay? I literally cannot teach you any better than just clicking on it and reading yourself. It's unbelievably easy to learn. It's very, very, very intuitive. You want to find the duplicate contacts and merge them and make sure that the data is clean. It doesn't take that much work. The system was designed to manage contacts so that we can do this in a very efficient, very clean way, okay? Now, once your contacts are cleaned up, then you're going to want to start making some custom lists, okay? Now, the company does a pretty good job doing some of this for you, but you're also going to want to take control of it, right? Maybe you want a list of people that live in your geographical area, right? Maybe you want a list of people that live in certain specific states, right? Or maybe you want a list of people that are in certain age groups or that you know a certain way, right? it would be a good idea to start creating lists based on your associations if you're not sure where to start, right? These are the people that I know from coaching sports at my kids' high school. These are the people that I know from Cub Scouts. These are the people that I know from being on the PTA, whatever, however your association is with various people, you can start putting them in there, right? These are people that are my securities clients. These are people that are my life clients. Start grouping them mentally so that you can understand how to market to those people in the most effective way, okay? Creating custom lists, honestly, I think is the most powerful part of the tool. Because once you have custom lists and those people are grouped together, you can start drip marketing to them and explaining to them, or the system basically does all this for you. You can start sending them all sorts of information that is custom tailored to where they are and what they got going on, okay? Once all that, step number 4, by the way, is creating your custom list, okay? So step number 1, remember, first of all, sync your contacts first and foremost. Then step number 1, get a scheduling link. Step number 2, craft your email signature. Step number 3, lock and load your landing pages. Step number 4, create your custom lists, okay? Once you got your custom lists, then all that's left is the good stuff, right? This is the full Monty. This is what we all signed up for. This is what makes this business awesome. You get in here on the left-hand side in the brains of the CRM, you click on RMC campaigns, and it loads up the campaign section. Now, the first thing I would do is go to the little sub ribbon down here and click on campaigns and scroll down and start reading them. Check them out. There are campaigns for there are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens. Some of them about retirement, some of them about RMDs, some of them about getting a new letter to introduce a new rep, or that person is working for your organization and they need to talk to their people, right? Specific ones for business owners, okay? Specific ones for age of 70, life renewals, right? Okay. Specific people for annuities, mortgages, 403Bs, IRAs. It's unbelievable the amount of effort that the company has put into crafting these campaigns and everything. And they are unbelievable too, man. I can't even tell you the amount of credit that I have stolen from PFS because it sends out these emails for me, okay? It's got me, some of my clients think I'm really, really smart, like much smarter than I really am, which is a good place to be, right? So look at this. You can always click on preview and you can see exactly what they're going to send with the exception of the signatures. See that? That's the signature that you crafted. It won't say Jane Smith when you send it, I promise. It'll say your name and all your information along with that wonderful link for them to schedule a time to meet you that you put in your email signature, okay? Isn't this unbelievable, guys? How would you like to sit down in front of your computer and spend 4 hours a day sending dozens of emails so that people hopefully get back in touch with you? Because I would not. The good news is you can spend a few hours once, and then the system does all of that for you. And it keeps in touch, okay? So once you got your campaigns and you found the ones that you like, okay, you can come up here, and sending a campaign is the easiest thing in the world. You pick the campaign you want. You pick who you want to send it to, either a custom list that you created or a suggested list from the company, okay, which are all very good, right? And then you click send. And it goes out there. The other incredible thing is it actually tracks all of the results for you based on who got the email, who read the email, who opened the email, who clicked on your scheduling link, who unsubscribed. I love it when people unsubscribe. That is a perfect opportunity for me to call them up and be like, yo, what are you doing? You know that email came from me, right? Like, how are you going to unsubscribe from me? Look, go back in there and subscribe again right now, right? Like, it's just a perfect opportunity to talk to people. There's no bad day in Primerica. There's no bad thing that happens in CRM. It's all just a matter of understanding how to leverage this stuff. Does that make sense, right? Why are you unsubscribing from my email? Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. I didn't know that was from you. Yeah, you're darn right you didn't. Let's get together and do a review, right? So this stuff is powerful. I just want to encourage you guys to get in there and do it. Get in there and spend some time. There is no CRM training. And by the way, these CRM trainings are unbelievable. I think they're some of the best things that Primerica has ever done. And this CRM tool, agree. I think it's the best, one of the best things that Primerica has ever done to help their reps. But there is no replacement for getting into the tool and clicking around and figuring it out yourself. That is the most effective way to learn. It is the fastest way to learn, and you will learn the most about the system by getting in there and doing it. So sell out to the process, get in there, click around, right? When I was a kid, my dad used to, I'll tell you guys a quick story and then I'll turn it back over to our unbelievable leadership team and stop rambling. Well, my dad had this weird thing that he would do every once in a while. We'd be driving someplace and he would just randomly turn down a road. Like, and just start going in a weird, like nobody would know what the heck is going on. We'd be like, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I've never been down this way before. I'd like to know where it goes. I'm just kind of curious. Right. Well, do you realize we should have the same exact approach to life as a whole and to CRM, right? Like you see something in CRM you never clicked before, click it. Maybe it does something wicked cool, right? You never know. You never know. So this is an unbelievable thing that I learned from my dad. Just be a weirdo and take random turns on the road of life. I love you guys. I hope that was helpful. And I guarantee you, man, if you use CRM, if you follow these 5 steps, if you get this thing going for you, your business will blow up and it will never be the same. I love you guys. I hope that was helpful. Take it away.
Appreciate you, Aaron, man. You not only do it well, you make it fun, man. I appreciate that. So what are the 5 things, guys? That's a rhetorical question. Answer yourself. The first step is to what? Create your calendar link. Number 2, create your e-signature so that when your emails go out, you have your signature on the bottom. 3, he said, go in and select your landing page. 4, create custom lists. That's really, really cool. You can really point your conversation to people when you put them in groups. And then the last one is go in and get familiar with and start using the RMC campaigns. That's really, really cool. Guys, by the way, did you know that while we're on this call, you can go into the question and answers. You can type things in. A lot of people are doing it already, but Pam Lucky is there and others are behind the scenes answering those questions. So you can be engaging with us that way as well, putting your questions there. Don't forget about that. One of the things I get a lot of times is people will say when we're training new people that, they may ask this question either with their eyes or actually say it, Aaron, is how do I discipline myself? How do I get the discipline that you have to do the things? Well, discipline is one of those things. You don't make discipline happen. What you do is you create the structure and follow the structure, and the discipline falls from it. And Aaron just gave you an example of that. Okay, so think of discipline as kind of the byproduct. It kind of comes out at the bottom of the function, the funnel, excuse me. And if you have all the structure in place, like you listen to your RVP, they have structure in place, and you follow the structure that they give you, and you just do it consistently, the discipline flows from that. I think that's the way to do it. So guys, we have another one in the books, CRM marketing call, digital marketing call, I should say. So remember, next Tuesday, we will not have a meeting. Our next meeting will actually be the one after that, which is November 28th. We look forward to seeing you there. And also, if you missed part of this or you want to re-watch some parts of it, go click in the playbook inside where it says CRM Weekly Training Replay, and you can watch it there. We'll see you guys next week.